you get in life a direct reflection of who you are being. Who you are being is a combination of how you think, feel, and act. Back in 2017, I was being a 9-to-5 job goer, thinking, feeling, acting equal to that reality. Then I made a choice about who I was. I gave myself permission to be a full-time YouTuber. Now, what I want to share with you in this video is the most powerful techniques I used to shift from this version of me into this version of me, which incredibly changed my life in a very short period of time. Now, first off, understand this. The lens through which we see reality, if you look at the stick figure here, the lens through which we see reality, we get that reflection of who we are being. If we are embodying a vibration of passion, a vibration of love, a vibration of peace, if we embody that frequency, we perceive of that frequency on the outside. If we are feeling guilt, if we are feeling fear, if we are in those levels of consciousness, we perceive through that lens of reality. Now, this video is going to show you how to release resistance and allow the new you in a way where in 6 months from now, you look back and see this is the video that shifted it all for you. The video on what is called permission slips. Now, first off, let's define what a permission slip is. This is a concept that comes from Bashar, who is a channel kind of like Abraham Hicks. I know it sounds kind of esoteric. However, permission slips is the idea that in every moment you will attract to you the rituals, the techniques, the ideas that resonate with and give you permission to be a new version of you. And permission slips really have to do with understanding this core fundamental truth of reality that all enlightened people know, that I'm going to share with you in a couple minutes, that will completely shift your viewpoint on reality itself. I have to constantly remind myself of these because sometimes I'll get kind of like some permission slips can be kind of like almost addicting and dopamine filling in a way. And then I'll have to remind myself, wait, this is where the power really is. This is what reality really is. And it's kind of freaky. Now, first off, permission slips. It allows you to release resistance and to allow a new version of yourself. And basically, it's like you do this thing. And when you do this thing, you then are able to feel in a higher state of consciousness. You're able to feel differently. Now, there are permission slips around everything. Let's look at some common ones. Diet. Eating your diet in a specific way. Now, on one hand, you can say, well, it's scientifically proven that if you eat certain foods, it affects your body in certain ways. However, there's also this understanding that what you believe about the food you eat has an impact on you. Like, if you believe that and feel guilty when you eat certain foods, that will have a more negative effect on you than if you were to eat foods from a certain level of awareness, enjoy it, but not feel that guilt. Like, there's a correlation between the anxiety and the guilt you feel to when you're digesting the food to how it digests inside of yourself. We talk about that of yoga, of Reiki, of journaling, even journaling. It's a way of you giving yourself permission to get ideas out, to self-reflect. The power is not in the journaling, the power is in you. Talk about alcohol and weed. Interestingly enough, when you're of a certain level of consciousness, let's say you're of you look at like a scale of consciousness, for example, if you're feeling shame, fear, guilt, anger, and you're stuck in those emotions, and there's an identity to the stories that tie you to that emotion, then what'll happen is anytime you drink, anytime you smoke cannabis, it may actually raise your vibration for a period of time. And then you stop doing it and it brings you back down. Then you become dependent on it because a lot of times it's unintegrated feeling of those emotions. I know for me, when I was smoking and drinking in 2012, it was to mask and numb the emotions I felt from the residual energy of my childhood. I felt stuck in a job I didn't like. I kept attracting narcissistic women into my life. It's either managers or ex-girlfriends and things like that. And I felt stuck. And then I was told, there's something wrong with you. Why do you have so much energy, Aaron? So I would take Adderall. Also a form of permission slip. You say, well, you take Adderall, it makes you release more dopamine. At the same time, that's the permission slip that resonated with my current belief system. Doctors told me that, I went to a doctor, they told me, this is what you take, that's what I did. The side effects of that were you couldn't eat very much, you couldn't sleep very much. Harsh side effects, so that I would smoke cannabis at night so that I could eat and sleep. Then I felt completely dependent on these things, felt stuck. Then I went through a spiritual awakening. I started observing my own permission slips. I started observing my own beliefs about this. I started meditating. It completely shifted my life. And then it was to where if I were to drink or smoke, it would lower my frequency. So weed and alcohol will raise your vibration to help you feel out of those lower vibrational emotions, but they're still going to be repressed there under the surface. It's a permission slip for a period of time. But then it's like you turn in that permission slip and you don't have it anymore once you're done with it. You got to do it over again, and there's always a kickback to it. But I'm just pointing out, medication, another big example. You know the crazy thing about medication? They have proven this over and over and over and over again, the power of the placebo effect, where you could literally get that of a stimulant, something that stimulates someone. You could tell them it's sleeping pills, and it will help them go to sleep. It's the opposite of what the chemical makeup is of what you give them. And vice versa. You can do that other way, where you give them sleeping pills and you tell them they're caffeine pills, and there's a large percentage of people that believe that have a different effect from that. The placebo effect is so effective that the way they test medication has to be against it because it's that effective. You could do mock surgeries on someone where what happens is they need knee surgery. A doctor cuts open the part of the knee they're having the surgery, doesn't do anything, stitches it back up. The person literally believes that they are healed, believes that their body and their leg is healed. They come out of it, and then they're healed. The body heals itself. The beliefs that people have give themselves permission to shift. And the crazy thing about this is that we can look around for consistency. What is the technique I use to manifest something? What is the ritual or the whatever that permission is? We are giving ourselves permission. All rituals, tools, and techniques you will attract to you based on your current level of vibration. Sometimes that might be astrology, which sometimes is funny to me. I believe that astrology can be very powerful. I'm more of a Vedic astrology nerd than traditional astrology nerd, but I also recognize it as a permission slip. It's reflecting back different energies. However, people get so tied up. I see sometimes, Mercury retrograde. Oh my God, it's Mercury retrograde. Don't sign any contracts. Oh my God, it's a bad stuff's gonna happen. At the same time, people forget that it's just a permission slip. There's people that I've seen that have been told, oh, your astrology, by the way, says you're not going to be very rich in your life. You're not going to be really abundant in your life. And then people believe it. And then that's their reality. It's a permission slip in a negative direction. You can focus your energy, your level of consciousness in whatever direction you want. But people are constantly making a choice about who they are and what they believe in. And sometimes it can also become a little bit too much. I remember back in 2017, 18, even before that, when I was working my 9-to-5 job, I learned about feng shui. Feng shui, having your house and your bed in a certain position in your room because it's better for energy. You don't want your head facing north, because if your head faces north, there's more iron that goes in your body going towards north, and then it's like you're gonna have negative dreams and more toxicity in your brain. That's not good. Oh, did you know if you wear white, you reflect people's energy, but if you wear black, you absorb people's energy? Did you know that if you have a power position, that if you face in, you're more attractive and you're more powerful? Did you know that? Well, imagine having all these concepts and ideas and going around and trying to, I was helping customers one time selling women's shoes at Nordstrom's, and I remember learning about these things, and I was like, okay, south is my power position. So every time I was helping customers, I was like trying to face south so that I was in my power. I was like they would turn a certain way. Oh, so I was overthinking about this stupid idea, this stupid permission slip That if I'm facing south, my energy is way more powerful. And I look back at that now, and it was so silly because I had forgotten that the power is within myself. The power is in what I choose to believe. You know what's funny is I remember learning about that. I remember hearing Sadhguru say this, and he's enlightened, right? Authority outside of myself, looking at someone who's enlightened, who I deem as more than my own intuitive awareness. Someone as, oh, he said that if you sleep with your head facing north, it is no bueno, it is no good. And he's enlightened. Inner authority outside. So then I was like, you can't face north, your head can't face north. And then I was talking to other friends that have had other research that they found that says facing north is the best. Well, which is it? Am I going to be in my toxic mental state of being if my head's facing north when I sleep? If I'm in my bedroom, in my room, like I remember I had my house organized all crazy. I bought a house at one point and I had to like rearrange certain things just so, like I literally would not rent a house if my master bedroom was like my bed would be facing north. And one time I had to like completely, even the last house I had in Texas, I had to completely move the bed in this really weird position where I literally considered buying a retainer wall, like making an retainer wall for thousands of dollars just so my head wasn't facing north. And these ideas are great. They're super cool, but they're also just things I'm agreeing to, things I'm buying into. I'm giving myself permission in either a positive state or a negative state to believe in. And the thing that I always have to bring myself back to is the thing all enlightened people know. And that is that it's all a dream. That it's all the source from within. Who are you being? What do you believe to be true? We do have a collective consciousness where we have many people that do certain things, that feel a certain way. So what happens is it's almost like within the collective consciousness, which contains the cumulative thoughts and emotions of all 7, 8 billion or however many billion people are on the planet. The idea is, though, is there's certain permission slips that might be more popular and might work for people in a different way because of the belief. If you take meditation, for example, I love meditation. It has completely transformed my life. I am aware that like meditation for me is probably the biggest permission slip. It's a permission slip, even though some people may say, no, it's the end all be all. I have meditations on YouTube, some of which have set, like for example, I'm not saying this to brag. I have a meditation on YouTube that has 7 million views on attracting love. All the meditation really does is get people to feel inside of their heart that love, and for themselves, not for the relationship they want to attract. There are tens of thousands of comments from people. Go look at this video if you don't believe me, of people that say they attracted love within 21 days of doing this meditation. And what I say is this meditation will change your life forever. And it's funny because people may look at that and they may say, oh, I'm saying that, and I say it in a confident way, but I do believe that if you meditate for 21 days and you feel inside of your heart, you will attract new synchronicities and new people into your life that resonate with that new state of being. But I say it, people watch it, they believe it, and then you have that of 7 other million people that have done this meditation, 100,000 likes on that video, and tens of thousands of comments of people saying they attracted love doing it. So people go into it, they watch that video, or they listen to that meditation. Before that, they may read hundreds of comments of people saying, on day 16, I found him, I've been with, there's people, because that meditation's been out for like years, there are people that say they've been in a 3 or 4 year relationship that they attracted because of that meditation. Because it's an older video. It blows my mind. Then I have other meditations. This meditation will raise your dominant vibration permanently. That meditation has 2+ million views, and also many people that say their dominant vibration has been permanently shifted from that one meditation. I met someone at a Costa Rica retreat that I was running like 6 months ago who told me she was depressed, she was addicted to weed. She said, I think she said that because she did it on 420 or something like that, this meditation. And she felt very stuck. She did this meditation, she said, one time. And she said it completely shifted her life. And at the retreat, she said, I just wanted to thank you. And then it was funny because she said that, and she literally said that, like, this meditation completely shifted my life. I was never the same after that. Meditation is called This Meditation Will Shift Your Dominant Vibration Permanently. I go to that video to check up on it to see, oh, did other people experience this? And I see her comment where she said that. And I thought it was just really cool. And there were a whole bunch of other comments from people. This is the power of collective consciousness and consistent rituals and energies that give you permission to release resistance and to allow the new you. So tarot cards, journaling, medication, meditation, weed, yoga, alcohol, diet, Reiki, action. Weed and alcohol obviously only work to a certain point because once you raise your vibration more than that, it will actually lower your vibration. But the main part of this video that I really want to share with you is let yourself be the source. You are source for all of this. Wearing white and not absorbing negative energy, it depends on you. I do wear a lot of white. I just like it. You can choose to believe it, doesn't mean they're all wrong. Pick and choose what you believe. I choose not to study too much on feng shui. Anything you do too obsessively, you can get too neurotic about. Feng shui, my power position. Oh my God, I'm making this YouTube video right now. Which way is south? Oh, I should have positioned the camera that way so I was in my power position. Now this video might not resonate with many people. We forget that we are source. We decide what things mean. The biggest gift from the Creator, God, source energy that we're all a part of is that nothing has any meaning other than the meaning we give it. That's it. And when it comes to reality creation, it's very simple. All you got to do is realize that who you are being is what you're getting in reality. Give yourself permission to be a new version of yourself. Give yourself permission to be it. You can do all the things. It's fine. It's a permission slip. I was watching a video by this business guy named Alex Hormozi the other day, and he was talking about how, you know how they say in the morning, you need to make your bed to be, if you want to be a millionaire, you need to make your bed every day. If you make your bed every day, you will then be a millionaire. Now, the idea is that when you're making your bed every morning, you're wiring into your identity. You're saying, I'm the kind of person that makes my bed. How you do one thing is how you do everything. I make my bed. And then what happens is as you make your bed, you feel more accomplished. Then you go about your day and you do work and stuff and you're like, I am the identity of someone who makes their bed, I am a millionaire. And then it could put you in a state and it puts you in a flow for your day. If so, great, there's no problem with that. But you could also just decide you are this successful version of you that you can get in your workflow, whatever it is. So it's not the actual thing. That's what the Alex Hormozi guy was talking about. It's not the actual thing that is what makes people millionaires. It's the little habit, the little permission slip that helps them see themselves that way. You don't have to make your bed to be a millionaire unless you believe you do. If it gives you permission to shift into this new you, then use it. But remember, you are source. EA Sports. It's in the game. You are source. This is your game. This is your game of reality. You are making a new choice about you are. You're a new you right meow, 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 meow right now. So this is the key to pretty much all of reality creation altogether. Now, one thing, if you haven't heard of this yet, is that if you want to calibrate your vibration and get a meditation for elevating your vibration to a next level, then all you got to do is go to whatsmyvibration.com. You get a vibration personalized to you to help you elevate your frequency so that you can start being a higher vibrational version of yourself by integrating the past emotion and being this new version of you. You'll get a meditation that's for you. Listen to it for 21 days. Watch how much your life begins to change. Now, if you are also interested in more on all of this and how you can apply it in your life, what I would recommend you do as well is we have a 21-day challenge coming up. It's coming up in October. It's on confidence. It's a 21-day confidence love challenge for becoming a more confident version of you and realizing you are source, being in your own frame, releasing codependent patterns, allowing yourself to really choose your own values and shift to a more confident version of you, which makes attracting love easier and abundance easier. If you want to check that out, all you got to do is click the link in my description box or go to www.confidencelovechallenge.com. Other than that, have a great day. Also, this video right here, Raise Your Dominant Vibration Permanently. Watch it, listen to it for 21 days, right? Meow.